Now I'm pleased to say it's time for the good news portion of the show, my very favorite time of the show. So much good stuff going on in the world. And first, we like to start with an animal story. We certainly love our animals, don't we? The Chilean government has just turned down a $2.5 billion mining project in favor of endangered wildlife conservation. The original project proposal was for an iron mining initiative launched by the Andres Iron Firm of the Coquimbo region. The region is dangerously close to the National Humboldt Penguin Reserve, a collection of islands that house and protect the Humboldt penguin, along with several other endangered species. If Chilean representatives had accepted the proposal, the firm would have begun extracting millions of tons of metal from the earth, as well as building a seaport for the metal's exportation. Since conservationists warned that the projects could potentially harm the penguins, the Chilean government refused. The compensation measures were insufficient and could not guarantee the protection of species of concern, Environmental Minister Marcelo Mina told the Associated Press. We are not against economic development or projects that are necessary for the country's growth, but they must offer adequate solutions for the impact they will have. Very good. That's exactly the way that it should be. You know, we all have a right to this planet. Why should some wildlife, being us, take precedence over someone else just because they can't fight for themselves? Right? Now, speaking of not being able to fight for themselves, children. What a wacky world we live in these days. You have to admit, everybody's a different age that's watching this or listening to this. But, we have so many allergies and different things that are tied into food that we never had to deal with before. When I was growing up, I don't remember anybody having peanut allergies. And so now it's good news. And I'm very thrilled to announce that there's a probiotic treatment that wiped out peanut allergies in 70% of child patients. Australian researchers have reported a major breakthrough in the relief of deadly peanut allergies. With the discovery of a long-lasting treatment, they say offers hope that a cure will be found as soon as possible. In clinical trials conducted by scientists at Melbourne's Murdoch Children Research Institute, children with peanut allergies were given a probiotic along with small doses of a peanut protein over an 18-month period. When the experiment ended in 2013, about 80% of the children were able to tolerate peanuts. The research, published on Wednesday in the medical journal The Lancet, found that 4 years later, about 70% could still eat peanuts without an adverse reaction. Well, we are well on our way. That's awesome. These findings suggest our treatment is effective at inducing long-term tolerance, up to 4 years after completing treatment, and is safe, said lead researcher Mimi Tang. Food allergy affects 1 in 20 children and about 2 in 100 adults, with seafood, cow's milk, eggs, and peanuts among the most typical triggers. Peanuts are one of the most common foods to cause aphylaxis, a potentially fatal allergic reaction. The researchers said the study provides the strongest evidence yet that a cure may be possible. This is a major step forward in identifying an effective treatment to address the food allergy problem, Tang said. Isn't that fantastic? Wow. I cannot even imagine having that over your head. That your kids are allergic to peanuts because so many, like Joe Louis. Do you know they can't have Joe Louis if they're allergic to peanuts? There's amazing, long list of things that they cannot have when they're allergic to peanuts because no plant just makes one thing. So, absolutely awesome. There's light on the horizon. Very good. And then my last story today is also very cool. The brightly colored minivan that pulls into Athens food market, drawing a group of refugees around it, is not carrying something edible. The contents, hundreds of books, are there to satisfy a different sort of hunger. For tens of thousands of refugees stuck in Greece for the past 2 years, after European states shut their borders in rapid succession, survival is no longer an issue. Instead, boredom and creeping despair about their future are their new enemies as they wait for months, even years, for their applications to relocate elsewhere in Europe to be processed. Now, at least 2 separate initiatives have emerged to help refugees fill the long hours of their day. One of them is Echo Refugee Library, a minivan fitted with shelves carrying over 1,000 books that does a weekly round of refugee camps in the greater Athens area, plus poorer districts of the capital where many refugees live in UN-rented flats. The goal of the initiative is to make culture accessible to all, says Esther ten Zithoff, 25, the Dutch-American coordinator of the project. The books, in English, Greek, French, Arabic, Kurdish, and Farsi, have been provided by benefactors in Greece, Belgium, Britain, and Lebanon, or purchased with money donated online. I love it when the world comes together. Ali, a 26-year-old Syrian, is among those who never misses a delivery at the food market. I really love having something to read. It does me good, he tells AFP, an Agatha Christie novel under his arm. The English mistress of the whodunit is proving a top draw for refugees, says Zithoff. The mystery and romance present in her stories are well liked by Arab speakers. We would like to have her whole collection. Language dictionaries are also in demand, with many readers borrowing them to photocopy and keep close at hand. Very smart. In another part of the city center, a similar initiative draws Syrian and Afghan refugees to the offices of We Need Books, a volunteer group formed last year that also gives language classes in Arabic and French. Isn't that absolutely awesome? Totally fantastic. So, all those 3 articles will be posted on the Positive Power Facebook page as soon as I'm done here, and they have come from a variety of sources who feed their articles through to thegoodnewsnetwork.org. So make sure you bookmark that if you haven't already. So now the last thing that I wanted to talk to you about today, I'm always talking about natural food, natural medicine, that sort of stuff. So before we wrap this up, chronic pain, oh my gosh, it really overwhelms a lot of people. And you can get lost in it. People commit suicide. It's a terrible thing. And it can come from a variety of different sources. So here is 12 of the best superfoods to fight chronic pain fast. Number 1, burdock root. Do we know what burdock root is? It's been used to treat gout, rheumatism, and arthritis. And it is most commonly consumed as a tea and can be found in most health food stores or online. I had no idea what it was. Number 2, hot peppers. I know what that is. Number 3, yogurt. Number 4, ginger. We talked about ginger, right? Not too long ago, because it's a powerful anti-inflammatory. Number 5, cannabis. Haha. That is nothing that we're really surprised about, because we're learning more and more about how cannabis can help with so many things, including pain relief, anti-inflammatory, all sorts of stuff. And they say, can you see my fingers? They say it's going to be legal next year here in Canada. So we'll see if that comes to be true or not. Number 6, turmeric. Number 7, fenugreek leaves. Fenugreek leaves. Do we know that one? I don't know that one. It has a high iron content, and it's a herb. So it's leaves of the herb. So you're going to have to, again, go to a healthy food store and find that. Number 8, onions. Number 9, strawberries. Really? Strawberries, eh? I didn't realize that strawberries are good for fighting inflammation and pain. Very good. Number 10, garlic. Number 11, olive oil. Number 12, salmon. Very good. Fish is so good for you anyways. But again, check your source. So, there you go. Very good. Good stuff. And just to go a step further, There's a lot of lifestyle remedies as well for chronic pain, which include physical therapy, tai chi, yoga, music and art therapy. When you're feeling stressed, you're feeling in pain, maybe crank your favorite tune and just see if those vibrations will take you away. Massage, and of course, one of my favorite activities, meditation. So there you go. That's the good news for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got something from it and you realize there are so many good things going on in the world.